I can't say I've been here before. Hey, I really like your outfit. Do you mind if we get a quick shot?
Much more scientific than I expected.
Yeah, the red suits the... Hey guys, welcome back to another POV. We are here in London around not Gherkin, what do you call it? The walkie-talkie area. As you can tell, I'm not from London, but we're here experiencing it to the most and just going for a wander with cameras. So today I've grabbed the Canon G5X, which is basically a pocket camera is what I'd like to call it. It's so handy to just carry around and not, you know, have to worry about you know, attaching lenses or, you know, carrying an extra bag to be able to carry the camera as such. So it is super handy in the essence of that, and I've literally never used it before. It's one of David's cameras that he likes to have, you know, around and, you know, said pouches and things like that. It just sort of fits into a zone which allows you to have freedom and maneuverability and sort of play around as you want. So being out on the streets and having that essence of freedom just helps so much. And because it is so small and incognito, you literally can just sort of have it in your hand and hold out your hand and kind of just intrude on someone's zone. So having that is quite the advantage rather than them seeing you come at them with a larger camera. So let me rig up and we will see what we can obtain today. So as you guys know, these POVs more just an exploration of playing around on the streets, sort of exploring, seeing what's around, seeing who's about, having a conversation here and there. And generally, if I'm feeling energized, it's kind of putting myself into situations that then kind of push a comfort zone. It always varies and sort of depends on the energy of the person. And what I'm going to try today with this little camera is to actually you know, push that boundary a little bit more in regards to what I normally like to do. So we'll see what happens with that, and let me just get the right exposure. Where do we go? Let's go back to, oh, not there. Okay, so, and it is a live screen, which is very helpful as well. So and I'm on 2.8, but I believe it goes down further than that. So yeah, we can go to 1.8. So because it is such a short focal, I am going to set it at that, and that will allow that sort of intrusion, as one may say. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Where is this? Lindhall Market. Oh, I can't say I've been here before, but in that same token, let's get a shot of her doing her thing. There aren't many people in here. Wow. Just going to line up in the middle. We'll get a quick snap while we're here. I'm just going to open up again because we have come indoors and that exposure is completely different. So trying to get as center as possible, and it might just get a little bit less ground so we can get more of that amazing roof. So sick. Feels like something out of Harry Potter. Anyway, I feel as though I might come back here on another day and explore that area, because this is street photography and it is more about the people on the streets. So let's get those peoples. Where are my peoples at? This guy's got a really cool face, but the exposure in there isn't going to be quick enough for me to change because it is a camera that I haven't used before. So as always, guys, like as I've said in the previous POVs, once you know your basis in exposure, i.e. aperture, shutter and ISO, you literally can pick up any camera. The only difference is that your speed on maneuvering that camera is going to change. So wow, look at that construction. Phenomenal. Dwarfing. So sick. Okay, foot traffic. There's more coming up this street here, so God knows where I actually am, but we'll head up here and see what we get. guy tucked in here smoking. I don't know if he's still there, but yeah, I was hoping to get you. Thank you. Nice. So I might cross over just to get that foot traffic. And sort of see what we obtain. So being out on the streets like this is, for me at the moment, it's quite relaxing in this cool area. Relaxing just to sort of be in my own thoughts, you know, like I'm not always filming when I'm out in the streets, and kind of when you are on your own, it gives you time to sort of breathe and find sick as hell locations. Wow, that's cool. I mean, you could shoot a lot in here. It's pretty sick. I'm gonna keep it pretty straight on, almost 50mm light, which isn't, let me open up again, which isn't what I should be doing. I wouldn't even know what equivalent mil lens this is. More so because I don't like how things fall away when you do a shot like this. You know, it really just, to me, it's not as appealing. But that all comes back to symmetry as well. Like if you can get it falling away when it is super symmetrical, it makes it all worthwhile. So, and what makes it all worthwhile as well is just when you are out in the streets, following your nose in regards to curiosity and you know, going down these random little tunnels. And I usually follow the light when I'm on the streets, when the sunlight does come out, because that is my favorite type of photography. But living in London, we don't always get that. So yeah, we'll just go for a wander and explore and see what it's about. So yeah, beautiful street. Old, very old. Ball court. It'd be nice if a bus came up to get a shot of that. So I'm going to close that exposure back down. Wow, this camera's so little. It's kind of cool. Let's go up a little bit more. Cool area to shoot. You know, these pubs are about exploration in the streets and, you know, location scouting, in all honesty. Wow. A lot of, it must be quite a shopping district. LV, Hermes, Mont Black. Okay. Oh, piano bar. That's my realm. All right. So this guy here's got a really interesting covering himself. You knew I was coming in for you, didn't you? Thank you. What I'm noticing is, like, because I'm literally just holding my camera, this camera out in front of me, I'm so used to my camera that doing this, as you'll know from the shots that are popping up on the screen, is the composition is way off, and that's because I don't know this camera for the ins and outs. So when you start, like, now that I've realized that, I'm going to start holding it slightly different, so that when I am pointing it out, it means hopefully that the composition is going to be a bit more of them in their body as such. This guy's got a great outfit. Missed him. Timing is also off, but that's all right. How you going? Distracted by the bikes. I was going to get a shot of them as they were walking by. Ah, with my bank. Is it? So. Anyway. This lady's got a great coat. Thank you. Hi. Hi, I really like your outfit. Do you mind if we get a quick shot? Yeah, cool. It's a really cool location as well. See these pillars down here? Yeah. Are you heading down this way?
I'm just
Going for a walk.
Yeah.
Exploring.
Exactly.
Are you from here?
I study here.
Nice. What are you studying?
Human sciences.
Interesting. Okay, tell me one of the most interesting facts that you've learnt within human science so far. What intrigues you the most about it?
One thing I don't know, because the thing is, like, it's much more scientific than I expected, and I'm more into, like, the social aspects.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's like, yeah, because, you know, in the, like, nature versus nurture debate,
Yep.
like, I was always way more, like, into the nurture side, but the course has, like, enabled me to, like, realize how, like, entrenched in nature we actually were. So
It's true though. I believe that as well. Like, and it's not until you're actually thrown into the opposing side of looking at it that it makes you realize, like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
it's a different perspective. You
exactly.
know.
But I still do think that, like, culture has the power to override the nature. So
Yeah, and it's all power of the mind as well. You know. But do you think how far into your studies are you? Is it first year or?
So this is my first year at UCL, but I studied a year before in France.
Yeah.
And, like, so yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you'll continue on, or would you move more into social or psychology sort of side of it? Or?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
Yeah. How's it been studying this year? Like, I'm well past studying.
Quite
like,
shit,
yeah, it's
honestly.
weird, isn't it?
It's really bad. Like, I mean, it just doesn't feel like studying. It feels like watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, it would. You know. Yeah, I can imagine. And it's hard as well because everyone's in the same boat and you need that social interaction. You're learning about social side of things and you're not obtaining it, you know. It's hard.
But I mean, it's life, I guess.
Yeah, the ups and downs. You know, and the good thing about coronavirus, in my opinion, is that people are forced to stop and actually internally think. Because, you know, we keep saying, oh, we haven't got time as such, but in reality, like, everyone is in the same boat now and we all are forced to have that internal look. And either people are looking inside or they're not, they're denying it, but we're all in the same boat and have the same questions to ask, really.
What are you doing?
So I usually work in fashion and advertising, and I'm based in New York, but I came over here, I met a guy, came over here. And but since it's been so quiet, I'm out in the streets just doing some street photography, and I'm testing a new, like, little pocket camera today. And just keeping busy. I don't like to be too quiet, and I enjoy the social aspect, so this sort of gives me a chance to have a chat here and there.
That's cool. How has the fashion industry been impacted?
So a lot of my friends in New York, either shooting or assisting, like, it was a good 8 months of, like, no work as such, and things have picked up, but to start with it was like, you know, no assistance on set as such, or you'd allow one, and which affected a lot of photographers as well, because a lot of photographers rely on their assistants to set up sets and that sort of thing. But I mean, obviously the industry's had a huge impact from it, because
yeah, because basically I was a model before in Paris, and so, like, I was planning on, like,
doing it here.
Yeah. But since COVID, like, everything's kind of died. So I don't know how to, like, get back into it. But
well, if you want to do a shoot, like, I'll give you my Instagram. You can have a gaze at what I actually do, because this won't show any of what I do. But what I'm doing at the moment is literally just meet with a model, go for a walk on the streets, because either like, you've got good style, that's what I've seen about you to start with, you know, and it's just, for me, it's going for a wander, exploring and following the light if the sunlight comes out, or just, you know, this flat even light is really easy to shoot in as well. But it's content, you know, and it's just more experience, and, like, the stuff is good, so it's something, you know, and it still gets sent through the agencies and whatnot, so
Well,
yeah, but where have you been? You've been in the mud.
Yeah, I was just down on
In the river?
Yeah. And loads of people are, like, crouched down looking for stuff. I don't know
Oh,
what they're
okay.
looking for though, but I don't know. It was.
That's surprising.
I wouldn't say it's nice, but
Yeah, you're like me. I've spent a lot of time in Sydney and Bondi and the beaches over there. And
yeah, like people keep calling them beaches, but I'm
yeah, I'm
definitely
on a
not.
beach. I don't speak French, sorry,
yeah,
so.
It shouldn't be about that. We make it.
All right, thank you.
We want to. We understand that no one's going to give them anything.
Yeah. Throw me a DM,
Okay,
and
cool.
if you want to go for a wander and have a chat, and we can sort of
Yeah, sure.
do something. But I'll take one quick shot here for the sake of the YouTube. We'll throw the pillars out in the background, so just come forward a bit, and kind of just. If you give me that, yeah, if you don't mind. That's sweet. Wide legs, I think, yeah, call it up. You know what you're doing. Oh my god, this camera's so weird. Alright, I'm gonna crop it and we'll come in here. That's cool. And I'll just do one. What I might do is I'll actually get you to stand in the, yeah, and we'll use that as your kind of grounding spot. And then, cool. So just two simple shots. And oh, your eyes are shut in that one. We'll take one more, eh? Yeah. You know what it's like. Here, I'm just gonna change. Open it up a bit. Nice. Easy. And look off into the distance. Just there's a bit better light over there. Great. Beautiful. Easy done.
Oh, cool.
So it's kind of just a random scenario. I'll give you that back. What's your name?
Naomi.
Naomi, nice to meet you. I'm Melissa.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, give me a message if you're keen to go for a wander. And I'm new to town as well. Like I
Yeah.
arrived here from June and it's been locked down and I have no friends. So
It's the same. Literally, like, I mean, I've been out a few times, but like, this is literally. I mean, yeah, I haven't discovered anything. Like,
yeah, I think like you're like me. You just go for a wander and just see what's about. You know, it's just about good energy on the street and just go for a vibe. And you know, what you're studying, I find really interesting as well. So I'd love to hear more about it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thanks, Naomi. I'll let you continue. Ciao. So guys, as you can see, being out in the streets, this is what it's about for me, is finding like-minded people and people that intrigue my interest. And as I said, like, I'm new to London, and I mean, yes, I love David, and you know, he's got an incredible bunch of friends around him, but I also miss having these guys have got cool outfits. Yeah, the red suits, the side over here, sick. Thanks, guys. Yeah, for me, it's about also just, I miss having, kind of that intriguing side of things with sort of friends that I've made along the way as well. So, and New York was great for that. Like, it literally was a lot of that. Meet random people on the streets, engage, have fun, and yeah. So it was cool. Thanks, Naomi. Appreciate. And we are back in the bank area, and as you can see, the old G5X here is doing all right. It's sort of it's just a handy little cam, really, to really have in your hand. So I'm just changing that exposure just slightly. Hey guys, so I've just been editing this video and I've actually decided to split it into two, purely because I ended up having a really interesting conversation and it ended up being quite lengthy. So for some of you guys, I know you prefer shorter povs, so decided to split it into two, and just want to let you know that. Plus, also let you know that I made a boo-boo. We're all learning. This is the first time I've used the G5X, and I accidentally shot everything on JPEG. But it isn't the end of the world, and it also gives emphasis to the fact that getting the right exposure in camera is a big deal, and if you aim to do that every time you shoot, can't suggest it more. So guys, stay tuned for next week's POV. It will be a continuation of this one, and be sure to subscribe if you are new, and what can I say, jump onto my website and have a look at those presets, because they are worth having a look at, guys. Let me know your feedback and stay tuned for the journey. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Now before you head away, I'd love for you guys to look at the preset packs I have available. If you can't see the difference between the raw images here and a click of a preset, head over to my store for a free preset sample to download and apply for yourself. There is a link in the description below as well as within the YouTube banner. And while you're at it, guys, don't forget to subscribe.